Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 13th of October and we are going to see all the important questions along with some additional facts at the end. So pay your attention till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding this video useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the latest important videos so that you never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Now here is the question for the day and everyone are expected to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, Jagannath Vidya Kanuka has been launched by, this is a scheme and it has been launched recently by a state. You have to name that state. So let's begin now. The first question. International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is observed on, so it is observed on 13th of October. So here B is the right answer, and it is, or the observation of this day was started in 1989 after a call by United Nations General Assembly. The day celebrates that how people and communities around the world are reducing the exposure to disasters and raise awareness about importance of reining in the risks they face. You must be aware of Sendai framework. Sendai framework, which was signed in Japan, is related to disaster management. Next question now. Who has been selected to the post of British High Commissioner in India for a day? So it is Chaitanya Venkatesh. Chaitanya Venkatesh is a 18-year-old girl from Delhi who has been appointed as British High Commissioner for one day. And the British High Commissioner has been organizing such High Commissioners for a Day competition annually since 2017, and they invite Indian women aged between 18 to 23 years to take over as the most senior diplomat, and this initiative aims to empower them and to highlight the challenges faced by women across the world. And Chaitanya as such has become the fourth such young woman to take over as the British High Commissioner in an annual competition. And we have seen that International Day of Girl Child was observed on 11th of October, so she was appointed as British High Commissioner in that regard. And our premium batch for Prelims 2021 for UPSC and PCS aspirants has already begun. These are the subjects which we are going to cover, and after each chapter of every subject we are going to see some questions to check the clarity of concepts of every chapter. To get more details about this batch, you can watch this video which I will share the link in this I button. Press on the I button and watch that video to get more details about the batch for UPSC and PCS Prelims 2021. And the test for monthly current affairs is also ongoing. Only few days are left before you can enroll for this month and for the later months. These are the three plans for which you can subscribe to, and after subscribing to either of the plan, you have to send your confirmation at pointstudent2020@gmail.com. You can also have your query about the batch for UPSC and PCS 2021 here at pointstudent2020@gmail.com. Okay, so let's move ahead. The third question. Which of the following released its South Asia Economic Focus Report? So it has been released recently by World Bank. It is a biennial report released by World Bank. The fall 2020 edition is titled as Beaten or Broken, Informality and COVID-19. The report includes all the South Asian countries, which include Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Some key points of this report. It said that around 5.5 million students could drop out of the school across South Asia, and 391 million students have been kept out of school in primary and secondary education due to the lockdown. An extended closure of schools amid COVID-19 pandemic could dent India's future earnings by anywhere between 420 billion US dollar to 600 billion US dollar, which is quite massive, as depleted learning levels of students will translate into poor productivity. So the poor productivity of the students in their later ages, as they have been affected by lockdown, will cost India around 420 billion US dollar to 600 billion US dollar. The report estimated that there will be contraction, or it is estimated that there will be contraction of economy of South Asia by 7.7%, while contraction of economy or GDP for India will be around 9.6%. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Nanaji Deshmukh. Chandika Das Amrita Rao Deshmukh affectionately called as Nanaji Deshmukh, was a religious leader of Parsi community. This statement is wrong because he was not a religious leader of Parsi community. Instead, he was a famous social reformer and a political leader. And he set up Chitrakoot Gramoday Vishwavidyalaya in Maharashtra, which is considered the country's first rural university. See, he set up Chitrakoot Gramoday Vishwavidyalaya in Madhya Pradesh and not in Maharashtra, and it is considered to be the country's first rural university. So here second is also wrong. So both of the statements are wrong. So D is the right answer. He lived during 1916 to 2010 and he was a social activist and political leader. Recently, Vice President of India has paid rich tributes to the great social worker and visionary leader Nanaji Deshmukh on his birth anniversary. Nanaji Deshmukh was a long-time RSS member and was a founding member of Jan Sangh. He later became part of Janata Party and Bharatiya Janata Party as well. He was considered as one of the architects of Jayaprakash Narayan movement against emergency in 1974, which is also called as the Total Revolution, and he was also instrumental in the formation of Janata Party government in 1977. As a social activist, he participated in several fields in education, health and rural self-reliance. He started a chain of Saraswati Vidya Mandir schools throughout India. He was honored with Padma Vibhushan Award in 1999 and was posthumously awarded Bharat Ratna in 2019. So here you get one more point, that Bharat Ratna award can be given posthumously as well, that is after the death as well. Next question now, very important question. It is, how many Indian beaches out of 8 recommended have been awarded the blue flag certification? Few days back we have seen that Indian government has recommended 8 Indian beaches to get blue flag certification. So now the decision has come and all of these 8 recommended beaches has got this blue flag certification. This is a flag which marks the blue flag certification of a beach. It actually signifies the cleanliness level and the amenities available at the beaches. And this is provided by an NGO based in Denmark called as Foundation of Environmental Education. I repeat the name of this foundation again, Foundation of Environmental Education. It is based in Denmark. And it was in news because, as we have discussed, that all these 8 beaches have received this blue flag certification, and the decision was taken by an international jury comprising of eminent members from United Nations Environmental Programme, UNWTE, FEE and IUCN. The beaches that have been awarded includes Sivrajpur, which is in Dwarka, Gujarat, Ghogla in Diu, Kasargod and Padobidri in Karnataka. Now these 2 names are important here because Karnataka is the only state which have these 2 beaches to get this blue flag certification in this case. So here Kasargod and Padobidri in Karnataka, Kapad in Kerala, Rusikonda in Andhra Pradesh, Golden in Puri, Odisha, then Radhanagar in Andaman Islands. So you have to keep in mind all these names. I repeat it once again for you. Sivrajpur, Ghogla, Kasargod, Padobidri, Kapad, Rusikonda, Golden and Radhanagar. And India is the first country in Asia Pacific region which has achieved this feat in just about 2 years time, while there are some other Asian countries as well which have received this certification, but they have taken 5 to 6 years. These countries include Japan, South Korea and UAE, while India is now in the league of 50 blue flag countries. And SICOM, MOEFC, in the pursuit of sustainable development of the coastal regions of India, embarked upon this scheme called as BEAMS, or Beach Environment and Aesthetic Management Services, under its Integrated Coastal Zone Management Project. So now it has paved the result and we have got the blue flag certification for 8 beaches. Next question, consider the following statements about Bharatmala Pariyojana. So whenever you heard the term about Bharatmala Pariyojana, it must come in your mind that it is related to road constructions, highways constructions. So its target is to construct 34,800 km of national highways in its phase 1 up till 2022. This is right. So this data is important here, that its target is to construct 34,800 km in its phase 1 up till 2022, And National Highway Authority of India has mandated the development of about 27,500 kilometers of national highways under phase 1. So here both of the statements are correct. C is the right answer. While in phase 2, Bharatmala Pariyojana envisages to construct 48,000 kilometers of road network across India by 2024. And some key objectives of this Yojana, sometimes in UPSC particularly, they try to ask the objectives as well. They may even ask you these objectives in PCS level examinations as well, but they will not ask such questions in EPFO, SSC or others. In EPFO, they may ask you, but for NTPC, SSC, for examinations of sub-inspectors, they will never ask objectives of this scheme. So let's see the objectives for those where it can be asked. To optimize the efficiency of freight and passenger movement, to generate a large number of direct and indirect employment opportunities in the construction and infrastructure sector, and to connect 550 districts in the country through national highway linkages. Why news? Because a total of 322 projects in the length of 12,413 km have been awarded, and till now 2,921 km has been constructed under Bharatmala Pariyojana till August 2020. However, there are expectations that because of lockdown, the construction projects might got delayed. Next question now. What will happen if a country is listed in FATF Grey list? See, if a country, for instance, Pakistan has been listed in Grey list, so Pakistan may face economic sanctions from IMF, World Bank and other international agencies like Asian Development Bank. It may face problems in getting loans from other countries. This is also correct. So these are the consequences for a country if it is listed in grey lists. So here again both of the statements are correct. C is the right answer. This grey list are listed by, or countries are listed in grey list or either in blacklist by FATF. FATF, which is Financial Action Task Force, was established in July 1989 by a group of 7 countries, G7, in a summit held in Paris. So what is grey list? See, grey list is a list in which such countries are included which are considered to be the safe haven for supporting terror funding and money laundering. So when a country is included in grey list, it serves as a warning to that country that it may enter into the blacklist as well. And what are the impacts of getting entered into grey list? We have discussed already. There may be economic sanctions, difficulty in getting loans, and there may be international boycott as well. Now we will have to see blacklist. So those countries which are known as non-cooperative countries or territories will be listed in blacklist, and these countries support terror funding and money laundering activities. The FATF revises the blacklist regularly. So once a country is listed into the blacklist, the consequences are much more severe than what was in grey list. And currently Pakistan is in grey list of FATF, and due to increasing pressure, Pakistan is striving to comply all the 27 FATF targets because there are fears looming over Pakistan to get entered into the blacklist. Recently, it was in news because Pakistan has politicized FATF by hiring a top lobbying firm called as Linden Strategies for a US bailout from grey list. So why it has appointed or has hired a lobbying company? See, Islamabad requires support of at least 12 countries out of 39 member states to remove its name from grey list. And this will largely depend on the approach US will take at the Paris plenary. So it wants this firm to influence the Trump administration. However, in my opinion, the chances are very less that it will be excluded from grey list, but there are chances that it will be prevented from entering into the blacklist because countries like China, Turkey and Malaysia are openly supporting Pakistan for preventing it from entering into the blacklist. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has also repeatedly said that if Pakistan will be entered into the blacklist, then its economy will devastate and people of Pakistan will face higher level of inflation. Okay, next question now. Who is known popularly as Rajmata of Gwalior? So it is Vijaya Raje Scindia. So is referred as Rajmata of Gwalior. Recently she was in news because Prime Minister Modi has released a commemorative coin of rupees 100 in honor of Vijaya Raje Scindia on October 12th. Vijaya Raje Scindia lived during 1919 till 2001. She was born by Lekha Diveswari Devi, and she was married to the last ruling Maharaja of Gwalior, who was Jivaji Rao Scindia. In later life, she became an influential politician, and she was an active member of Jan Sangh and was co-founder of BJP. She had 4 daughters and 1 son. They included Madhav Rao Scindia, the father of Jyotiraj Scindia, who has recently changed his party from Congress to BJP, and then Vasundhara Raje, who is a BJP politician and a 2-time Chief Minister of Rajasthan. If you have found the video useful till now, do like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Recently, which state UT decided to exempt road tax on battery operated vehicles? So it is Delhi. So here D is the right answer. Now let's see some more points in news. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has announced that Shiv Sena NCP Congress government has decided to move the proposed car shed for the underground Metro 3 rail out of Array to Kanjur Marg. So now this will be referred to or will be transferred to Kanjur Marg, which is an eastern suburban area. There was conflict between the environmentalists and the Maharashtra government over the issues. So now this decision has been taken. And Array is an 1800 plus acres of green space in suburban Goregaon, which is home to 290 species of wild flora and fauna and is surrounded on many sides by concrete structures. So this is it. Don't forget to like and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and watch this video for UPSC and PCS 2021 batch. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.